It is Thursday, February 20th, 2025, and it is 12:15, and we are here to discuss adding a budget line for the jail fill-in. What this is in order for the clerk to keep track of the overtime with the officers, the patrolmen having to fill in for the jail, we discussed the $12,000 transfer. What they want to do is, it's not really a transfer, they want to just move the $12,000 out of the jail salaries to another line right below jail salaries that's going to be called jail fill-in. And then when that overtime is going to be paid to the officers that are doing the overtime, it will be deducted from that line item. And that's so that the clerk can keep track of at the end of the year for the audit, so that the auditor doesn't have to go through and figure out what percentage of that came out of the jail salary. So that's basically all they're asking. So I would motion that we approve the clerk to add another line below the jail salaries called jail fill-in in order to do this, and to basically transfer from line item to line item the $12,000.
Okay. Sydney,
I did a motion. So
a line item that we're going to be taking
excuse
from?
me, please, 1 minute. All in favor?
Sorry.
Aye. Okay, go ahead.
The line item that we'll be taking from is 19,34031. Okay. The line item we added, the jail fill-in line, is 19,34003-2. And so the 14031, that's called salary jailers going into jail fill-in. That had to be in there because we need those minutes.
Yep.
to do it.
Okay.
The line item is set and ready to go.
Good. Okay.
We just need the minutes before we activate it.
Okay. All right. Have any public comment?
Totally confused. Last meeting, I thought you took overtime out of one line item, out of the jail fund, and put it in the sheriff's fund.
No, we were just discussing where the funds were going to come out of. The funds are coming out of the jail salaries because that's where they're working right now is jail salaries. So $12,000 is going to come out of the jail salaries because there's nobody working right now in jail salaries. They got all those employees that aren't working. So we have cash flush there. So now what they're doing is, in order to keep track of that $12,000, they're going to add another line below jail salaries, take that $12,000 and move it from jail salaries to that line so they can keep track of exactly how much overtime they're paying.
Well, I understand what you said, but I'm sure you guys have talked about taking overtime out of one budget and putting it in the other. I'll watch a video again, but I'm sure because
so we're not going to move it because really the officers, the patrolmen are going to be working for the jail. Mm-hmm. So it wouldn't make any sense to have patrolmen working for the jail and working there and then pay them through patrol. So we're just paying them, so they're going to pay them through the jail salaries.
I understand that, but I was at the meeting and you guys have talked about taking overtime out of one line item and putting it in another one.
Right. The overtime line, what is budgeted for overtime, it's not sustainable for what is happening right now. They would use that whole entire budget in a month and a half.
Right, and that's what I'm getting to. It was talked about that way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think yes, and because I think we floated a lot of different ideas of how to make this work when we realized that.
But the last meeting we had, it was overtime. All right, go ahead. I'm done.
If you would like to deplete the overtime,
no, we're going to
first.
We want to do it this way because this is the easiest way to do it. Okay. This is just accounting. There's no money really being transferred.
No, it's not. It's
Okay.
It's all within.
Okay. Any other questions? Nope.
No.
I'll adjourn the meeting.